Hey YouTubers, welcome to another series of the Willcox and Gibbs, the LeMaster's Restoration. Okay, today we've got a glass tensioner Willcox and Gibbs. We're going to take this in a 4-part series and turn it into this. This one's completely restored. Isn't that beautiful? It is a 1868. So we're going to set this one over here for now. And then what we're going to do on this first series is we're going to do a disassemble. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take off the sewing plate. These are some of the tools that you're going to need to do the job. Small screwdrivers. You're going to need a channel lock or a pair of pliers. So we're going to go ahead and start by taking the plate off. So you got 2 screws that holds it down. Remove it. So what you need to do also is you need to probably get a magnet plate. That way you're not going to lose any of your screws or bolts. These are very handy to have. Okay, so you take it and you're going to lift up and it slides right out. You're going to set that in the little plate there. And then what we're going to do is I call it a dust cover. I'm not exactly sure what the exact name for it, but it's the cover. We're going to remove it. It's got 1 screw. It comes out and it's got 1 screw on it. So I'll take the screw in here with the bigger pieces, just lay them in the plate. Now, you probably can't see it, but we have a small screw down in here in this hole. You line it up, and it is a flathead screwdriver, so you're going to need a small screwdriver. Get in there to take. I got a piece of material on that, so I'm going to remove that. So it's right here. I'm going to turn that. Now it's loose. See that? It's not going to come out because I need to take this, I guess it's called dog feed right here. That has to be taken. It's got a screw right here, so it has to come off at the same time. Make sure you put pressure with your thumb against this because it has a spring in this foot. So you just unscrew it like so. And it should all come out at once. I have a screw in there. Let's get that out of there. Make sure you hang on to it. See, it's coming out, the spring. See the spring right here? Got to be careful. So you're going to put the screw in there, the spring in there. And it's got a little brass piece. Make sure that goes in forward, so that goes like this, and this should lift right out, like so. Comes right out. Okay, tuck that away. Now, I'm going to get the shaft, and it has 2. Most of them, sometimes they have 1, sometimes they have 2. Depends on the age. If you get a really old one, it probably only will have 1. So it's got a screw here. These are just set screws. Okay, it broke loose. So now, okay, I've got those loose. Now what I usually do is just, all you do is unscrew this just a little bit. Let me get a bigger screwdriver in there. There we go. And it should come off. There we go. See it sliding out? And this piece here fell right out. And that goes into fine. It sets them there, and I'm going to show you folks how to reassemble, so don't don't worry about that. We're going to make a part series 3 on that. So let's just set that aside. This goes this way when it goes in, but we'll show that later. Now, I have, okay, your glass tensioner. Be very careful. You can see I've already started my process of restoring. Look how nice and shiny that is. It was dull and black when I first got it. So in the order that it goes, it just unscrews. Be careful, there's a spring in there. There it is. All at once. So I'm going to put that very carefully, because it's glass. Be very careful. Gingerly just set it in there. Now, these right here, here's a little trick right here. These actually come off. They're screwed in. There's threads in here. So we're going to take, and you don't want to just put pliers on there because you're going to gouge this metal up. So what I do is I take a piece of emery cloth, wrap it around like so, and then put a little pressure on there, and they should just twist off. Okay, that one has started. So there we go. See how it's just coming right out? It's got threads in there. That's where your little hole, your thread guides go in there, and you thread it in and down to your glass tensioner. This one also has threads down on the bottom. Do the same thing. Oops, get a better grip on it. Okay, just turn it. Now, if these are too tight, use this penetrating oil. This is really good stuff. Really good. Highly recommend it. Let it set for a couple hours. If it's really, really tight, let it set overnight. And it will loosen up. There we go. And that's what your spool thread sets on. And it's put that away. Now, we're going to take this apart right here. Let's see. I think I've already loosened this one. But if it's really stubborn, you're going to need one of these babies right here. This is a gasket cleaner. It's wide. It's real wide, and it's pretty heavy duty. And you're going to need an adjustable wrench, okay, to do it. And you're either going to have to support it against something or have somebody hold it, because these rascals are really tight. But just like that, you're going to loosen it up, and it will break loose, break free. Okay. So I'm going to loosen that just a little bit, because inside here there's a nut that holds this one on there. So I'm going to need to take that off and put a flathead screwdriver and turn it at the same time, and be very careful. I always suggest you get a piece of cloth, because if anything falls, it's not going to bounce. It's pretty much going to be a dead blow on this piece of cloth when it falls. So put your little wrench in there like so, and it looks like it's a 9/30 seconds. So it's coming off. Okay, still turning. Okay, it's broke loose. Now it has a washer in the back, so I need it. There we go, right? Now that's going to fall out. It's got a little washer, like I said, in the back. So this should come right out. So what you're going to do is you're going to unthread this. It should come out just like that. Okay. Now I'm going to lay this here. Now I need to. There's a little washer, so I get these little picks right here. There's a little washer behind that. I'm going to grab that out. See that? And that fits behind this nut, like this. And there's a little trick to put this back together, and I'm going to show you when I reassemble it. Okay, set that there. Now, take this and take, and this should come right up, like so. There it is. That one is up. Okay, now let's pull this out. That's the big screw. Set that aside. Now here's the little trick right here. This right here is not threaded. You actually punch it out with a punch. Okay. What I do, and you can do, there's more ways to skin a cat than just my way. So what I do is I take a punch in heavy cloth. Let me get my brass hammer here. This is steel here. And you're going to punch it. It'll punch right out. Sometimes these are a little stubborn. Wow, that rascal's really in there. Rusted in there. Okay. Yep, it's coming. Okay, this piece here come out. That's good. There we go. Let me get a little smaller punch here. There it is. It's out. All right. That took a little bit because that rascal's been in there for over 100 years, so it's rusted. We're going to clean that one up, put it back on there. There it is. It's out. Do not take this off, this piece here. That's your adjustment for your timing. Do not take, please do not take that off. So we're going to set that up unless it's out of timing. And I forgot to show the folks here. This went in here like this. It just come out while I was hitting it, and it should just pop right out, and it does. So that was sitting there with this. Now we have to take this part here off. These are pretty easy to take off. Okay, now this has a flat head on the bottom of it with a pressure foot, so it comes right out. There we go. Okay, set that there, set it in here. Now here's a little trick part here. You got to pull the spring up and grab it right here. You can grab it with your fingers. See, there's a little clip right here. See that? There's a little clip. Pull that up. Do not lose that. They don't make any more of those. So you're going to pull the rod out, the pressure foot. There it is. Spring up and down. And then set that aside. And then we have this right here. That's part of your tensioner. So this has one screw. This comes out just like so.